Hi everyone, my name's Juliet, and for today's Fiction Friday, I'm doing a story with a first line prompt, which is one I made up for one of my Scrivener tutorials. It is, "The flash was so unexpected, I couldn't close my inner eyelid quickly enough." Here's the time lapse. I created this story in 2 sessions, first draft and editing. The draft took about 17 minutes and the editing about 13 minutes, so half an hour in total. I was going for something that might throw you off the scent for the first half. Pun intended. Did I get you? Let's read it. They came at night. The flash was so unexpected, I couldn't close my inner eyelid quickly enough to stop it from attacking my eyes. I couldn't close my outer eyelids either, but let's not get too much into details. I yowled in frustration, or was it screeched? No matter. This was not how the night was supposed to be, and I felt the need to protest. The after effect was that it temporarily affected my ability to see. I'm ashamed to say that I cowered for a while. Not my preferred state of being. I was king of the night, not some timorous creature with less sense than the size of its brains would indicate. Not that I was complaining about my nighttime companions. They were my midnight snacks. Little did I know that this wasn't a solitary attack. There followed a barrage of blasts and shocks that sent even me scurrying into the shelter of trees and bushes. I had never heard or seen the like. It was as if something had come from the sky, from beyond this planet on which I resided. Was such a thing possible? Even my brain got stuck on that one. It wasn't a thought that had ever occurred to me before. Why would it? What I really wanted to know was why had I not been warned about such things? Was this not what the young ought to have been taught? How remiss of those charged with such things. How could they have left me floundering like this, looking weak? I was definitely going to have something to say about that when this ended. If it ended. I found shelter. I hunkered down and, I guess, prepared for the end. "Timmy!" Emmy said as she reached into the corner of the shed and tried to pull me out. She had difficulty saying my true name and had chosen a pet name for me. I didn't approve. "We thought we'd lost you." I hissed at her, as I liked to do whenever she got too near. But I wasn't too dismissive. After all, I was still here. The invasion hadn't destroyed me, as I had envisaged. "Oh, Lancelot, we tried to find you, but the fireworks started before we had. If we'd known you were here," Emmy's mother added. I glanced at her with disdain, even though she'd addressed me correctly. Works of fire, indeed. "Explanation," I oozed from every pore. As usual, her lower life form did not recognise my words. "How about some treats?" Emmy said. Treats? Well, maybe. Possibly. Yes, definitely. Treats were the least I deserved. I allowed Emmy to pick me up, and it's possible I snuggled into her arms. But don't go telling her I liked it, or I will get my revenge. Remember, I am king of the night. That's all for today. You might want to check out the playlist here of all the other Fiction Friday stories. Thank you for watching, and if you've subscribed, I'll see you next time.